Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of GMS, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, pushing forth the word, whether people hear or forbear. Alright? So, I wanted to bring in a quick little lesson inspired by the words of the brothers from the Mississippi camp, and they were talking about how kings are made and not born. Salakia. So yeah, that being said, that's true in this walk, man. You have to understand that there's levels to this. You're not gonna come in this truth, out of the world and come in this truth knowing everything and being the perfect follower of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, And so it's a progress. It's a learning progress. All right. So that being said, I'll bring out John 3:3, which reads, Yahweh Shai answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High. And that being born again is really through the Spirit, spiritually, and detaching yourself from the world. Right? You're born into a new creature. It doesn't mean that you literally have to go back in your mother's womb. No, man. It really means that you have to become a different person, man. As it says here, verse 5, and Yahushua answered, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom. That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. So if you those that are not in the truth, they're the flesh, they're the children of the flesh. But if you're children of the Spirit, it's because you attest that this is the true doctrine of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. This is the truth. And you're subscribing to it, man. You're making the vow that you're going to follow and walk the walk. You see? That being said, it tells you that it tells in Ephesians 5:26 that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the word, by the washing of water by the word. So through the word, you're being born again through the Spirit. Right? Because when a child is born, what is one of the main things they do after the deliverance of the child? He has to be washed. He has to be washed from all the filth, the blood that is on him. You see, and through the Spirit, when we're in the world, we're filthy. We're partaking in all sorts of abomination in the world, man, and following the lust of the Gentiles, the will of the Gentiles. It was nothing to us to let's say, commit abominations like adultery, or eating pork, or following the different idols. It was nothing to us. That's what we were doing in the world, being dead and being unlearned to the right way. And when you understand this truth, once you hear this truth, once you hear the word, you're being cleansed. You're being washed away from all the filth. And once you're being washed, you have to in a sense try to the best of your abilities to remain clean. Separated from the world. Holy. That's what it means. To be holy really means to be separated. But to be holy is they say cleanliness is next to holiness. So it says here in Ephesians 4:17, this I say therefore, and I testify in the Lord that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their minds. You see, because their mind hasn't been washed. And that's what that's the true brainwashing. When you're in this truth, you go through a process of washing. Your brain becomes your brain is completely renewed, as it says, but it's gonna later on it's gonna tell you, that. So as I was saying, Ephesians 4:18, having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their hearts. See, that's self-explanatory. I'll read that one again. Having that's the reason why they walk in abomination and wickedness, because having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness that is in their hearts. The root cause is because they're blind in their heart, their mind. Basically, the mind is not directed, is not connected, is not directed to do the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. That's why they go astray. And it reads here, who being past feeling, having given themselves over unto lasciviousness, to work all uncleanness with greediness. But here it says, but ye have not so learned of Hamashiach. Okay, this is not the way you've learned Hamashiach, to do all sorts of abominations. When you come into this truth, you have limitations. All right, you can't do. There's laws. There's an order to this truth, man. And by the leadership that we're under, the elders and apostles and bishop, they make sure that everyone's in line. The brothers, the brothers, they're watching. Everyone here is a brother. Everyone in the truth is a brother's keeper. We make sure that everyone's in the right path. You see. We make sure that everyone that is in the truth is a brother's keeper. We want to make sure that the next brother makes it in the kingdom, man. So we have to make sure that, in a sense, that he's doing the right things, man. It's not to baby him, but if a brother goes off, rebuke is there to make sure that to correct the brother. If I go off, I pray to be corrected as well. You see. Because at the end of the day, like I was saying, it's a progress of building. It's a process of edifying, to becoming a better version of yourself each and every day. Okay? So he reads here, verse 22, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt, according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. That renewing comes through the word, through that washing, through that purification process, right? Once you're purified, you become once you're purified, you're not going to look back at the world and think in your right, and if you're in your right mind, you're not going to think to do all these abominations that people in the world thinks is okay. People will try to, let's say your co-workers, they order pizza, and then there's full of pork. Meat lovers. You tell them, I can't eat. I brought my own food. Thank you. There's things like that. Simple as that, Yeah, that's just a quick example. Alright? And it reads here, wherefore putting away lying, verse 24, and that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. That new man, that is the king that is being made, and who created that? It's the Lord. The Lord is creating you into a new character, man. The Lord is molding you into a whole new different person, man. The person who you really truly meant to be from the beginning, man. As a brother was saying, we're truly learning how to be Israelites, man, through this walk, man. Because really we're Gentiles, man. Doing the Gentiles, we barely speak the Hebrew, we barely know the alphabet, but we do our best to come back to our heritage, to our nationality, to who we really are, man. And the Lord is molding us to at least to have that order. He's molding us back to our heritage, or who we used to be. Wherefore putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one to another. That's what it's saying, if the person next to you is not doing the right thing, you correct the brother. So when you're not there, he's doing the right thing. You see, the brother's keepers, man. We're not only here for ourselves, but for the next person, for our neighbors. Right? You cannot be selfish in this truth, man. In this walk, man. You're not gonna let someone go off, because that sin might be on you. As it says, we're made watchmen. Right? We're made a watchman. If we do not tell if you do not rebuke or exhort people to do better, man, if they die, if they go off, it might be on us as well, man. You see? So it tells us here, that being said, it tells us here in Sirach 2:5, for gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. So it's through that adversity that kings are made. Alright? Kings are made through that adversity, man. You need to be tried first off for the Lord to see that He can trust us, But after that trial, you obtain a crown. You see, after all, it says, "He that endureth until the end, the same shall be delivered." You see, so if you how can I say, if you endure until the end, you'll receive your crown. As it says in Second Ezra, I believe, the second chapter, when Yahweh Shai is handing out those crowns unto those that were diligent unto the end, those that stood stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, you see, they'll receive their crown, man. So at the end of the day, you have to endure, man, regardless of what comes your way, man. And it tells you in Sirach 25:6, much experience is the crown of an old man. So much experience is the crown of old man. That experience is the trials. The experience is the trials, the adversity, the temptations that you overcame or that you failed. But at the end of the day, it's your crown because you overcame. Okay? And the fear of the Most High is their glory. Okay? The glory is the fear of the Most High. Okay? It's not the fear of man. It's not this. It's not making 10 bands in the world. It's nothing vanity, man. Your glory is the fear of the Lord, man. Right? Because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Okay? You see? So that being said, through your adversities, you obtain a crown, and that crown, symbolizes a king. It symbolizes power in a sense, So through the adversities, you're becoming the king. So that's why this lesson was inspired by the brothers of Mississippi, where how they brought out the fact that kings are not born, they're made. Right? Through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, through the cleansing, through the brainwashing, kings are made. Alright? So that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Achakodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of GMS, teaching and ruling well. Salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, pushing forth the word whether people hear or forbear, and they're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities. Shalom, shalom, shalom. DT Abba Kwam Yashala. Soon. Real soon.